Yeah. And now that we are in the digital age, it's actually very nice that you can actually go on these social platforms, and you'll be surprised what you'll find. You'll find, hey, there is a counselor that is actually a professional in what you're going through. So it will be easy for you to actually go there, and you'll be able to at least get 1 or 2 points, you see. As I said, you see, at times when it comes to such issues, it's good to actually look at yourself on the inside, you see. I am one person who recently had to learn that I will never be perfect. Okay? I always thought I need to work hard for me to be perfect, but no. Someone on the other side had to tell me, no, you will never be perfect. Okay? Today, you think you're doing the right thing. Someone else is thinking you're doing the wrong thing. But that's the way it is. Okay? Mentally, if you're not ready, you're not stable. Okay? As Mr. Mwale said, that balance, finding that balance is important. Because that balance will be what will actually show you that you're actually going in the right direction in developing yourself, you see. Remember, there's a whole lot. Personal development, for one, comes from the thing. What other people will see as a negative, you can turn into a positive, okay? By reaching out to other people. So for me, that's what I would actually contribute.
Maybe someone want to touch on that?
Yeah, I can just add to what Robert has just said. It's true. We usually don't like to talk about things that are bothering us, and because of that, we tend to think that the situation is only unique to us. But in these social groups, various support systems, you realize that when you open up to your peers about a situation, probability is that the likelihood that the next person next to you is going through a similar situation is very high. It's very high. And the moment you start talking about these things, and there's contribution from different people, he's going through a similar situation. He's handled it before. He tells you how he got over that situation. It opens up your eyes, and you realize that, oh, okay, it's actually not as heavy as I thought it is. You know, you might not necessarily be in a situation that you need to see an expert. It's important to see experts because they'll guide you through the process. But sometimes just voicing out and just sharing some of the issues that burden you is important, because you get to realize that, actually, it's not as heavy as I thought it is. Cyprian went through this. How did he deal with the situation? Okay, can I try that? And in trying that, you find that you feel better. You actually feel lighter, and you are safeguarding your well-being at the end of the day. So yeah, just to add on, it's very important to just voice out through different channels. Could be your peers, support systems, support groups, or experts that deal with these issues.
We switch roles we switch roles and become the guest live. I've loved that with the points you have mentioned, gentlemen, to say men need to understand, number one, that open dialogues are meant for encouraging them to find themselves at the end of the day, find your potential. In as much as we are talking about socializing, interlinking with you having a personal development, you need to appreciate that the people who are reaching out to you, their key point, whether their focus is, they're trying to make you understand that what you're going through, other people have gone through worse than that situation. So open up, learn from them. And you mentioned, you can find that Bob mentioned, I'm going to say, someone can be was successful in those in that area. You can relate. How did that person manage to come out of that? Then once you understand that value of how that person managed, you can be like, okay, that's not an person is so it's encouraging to hear such views from you gentlemen. Papa show things sana brand. Let's not go very far. Toru fiaj or failure about for us. Mr. Musukwa, I want you to touch on bringing oneself, in line with after you have gotten the advice, the points you have mentioned here to say how to strike a balance, how to move away from societal expectations. And you have now understood why it's important for you to open up. And you are now developing. How can you now brand yourself to be that voice of change to other people?
Yeah, Cyprian, it's actually a wise man. I'll say my uncle always tells me one thing. You cannot love someone else without loving yourself. Okay? You cannot share love that you do not understand. Okay? You first need to understand what love is. Okay? You first need to know what love is. Love yourself first for you to be able to love the next person. Okay? In a certain way. Because at least it actually gave me something. It told me, okay, you know what? I'm here trying to love someone, or trying to show people love, trying to advise these people how they can change. But then I haven't loved myself. So for me, the way I've always looked at it is, first I need to be I cannot come to you and say, no, let me remove a log in your eye you see, when I also have one, you see. So it starts with me as a self, okay? I need to change me, okay, for me to be able to help someone else. So mentally, for me, I've always said, you see, it's important for you, especially if you're going to go through, let's say, a process of self-love. Take a minute or two of your day. Sit down, ask yourself, do I love myself? You see, funny as it may be, I was telling a friend of mine that I now spend at least 2 minutes every morning looking in the mirror and telling myself, I love you. You will do it today, I have to build in life. I'm building life in me for me to actually take it up. So same with mental health, you see. For me to actually be mentally stable, for me to actually be mentally stable to help the next person, I first need to also look at me. You see, I need to build me. Okay, I mean, I think my friend here had said it earlier when we were joking. We're insurance guys. We mental health for us is just by the way. You see, but then you see, these are things where we cannot advise someone if we are not actually first building ourselves. So that's where it starts. So self-love is very important. Okay? The self-love will show you, to build you, to get you to where you need to be. And it will also show you the value. Okay? The value of yourself will now go down to the next person who's going to value you. And remember, what have you done then? You've created a network. Okay? So that network, that guy as well who go, after loving himself, go help the next guy. So it always goes like that. I mean, it's a chain. It's a chain reaction. But that chain reaction always, it should start with you. You see? So self-love for me, that's why it's very important.
Yeah. I'm loving the points, man. Can we switch roles, please, the part?
Cyprian, probably before we move on,
go ahead.
Just to add on the issue of personal branding.
Okay.
It's always important to realize where you are and where you want to be. Sometimes you can start off from home without realizing where you're going, and you don't know, but if you have a purpose, you know exactly how to direct your journey. It's important for you to position yourself and brand yourself. We're talking about socializing, social networking, and issues of personal development. I'm an insurance underwriter. All right. So what do my socials look like? I'm a salesperson by nature. I need to sell. I need to interact with different people for me to things. Let's talk about WhatsApp. What kind of things am I posting on my socials? What message am I putting out there to people that are seeing my socials? I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the one who's conducting the podcast was saying, for me, when I go to your LinkedIn or I go to your Facebook, I go to your WhatsApp, the first thing that I see tells me about something about you. All right. And there's nothing wrong really with the different things that we post, but it should speak into what you're trying to do. as a brand.
Mm-hmm.
You should speak into how you want to realize your destiny or your journey. Because without that, I mean, how are you marketing yourself? Socializing, your social circles, your personal development is really about, like Robert said, network.
Chapo. Takoa
So I can't be claiming to be doing one thing and yet I'm interacting or putting a different thing out there. So it's always important to know what you're branding and how you're putting out your brand to the people that you expect to be of help in your social circles. I just thought I'd add that.
I love that. In fact, based on those powerful points, like I said, I want to say, Tiapa, but Africa, but let's switch roles. Back side to Sarabati, that left mountain and then what I listen. It's very interesting to see a situation whereby, but to have such discussions whereby we talk about these issues in a broad way, so that men understand the value of such topics. This is meant to attack you, that is societal norm, no. No. The key point is to make you understand that start now to speak out. Find the right people to open up to. And also you're going to value the journey to your development. I love the point you mentioned there. In as much as you want to become a brand, you need to also understand what purpose do you have in life. Because I want to be sunshine. You've been misleading other people at the end of the day.
I want to be a doctor in 2 minutes.
So at the end of it, the key point is you need to be realistic in how you approach life. And I've loved the points you've mentioned there. I want to get briefly on the take on how communities can be also helped to remove that negative narrative when it comes to talking about men's issues. How communities can play a very important role in that. Briefly.
It's okay to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
It's okay to acknowledge that you're weak. First of all, when you acknowledge your current situation, there's strength in dealing with the situation that you're going through. For as long as you choose to be blind or ignorant about the situation, you're killing yourself. All right? Societies will always have a perception. Societies will always talk. That's how it is. So we hold back. We can't be real with ourselves. Let's talk about issues of lifestyle. And I like attacking my friends in the banking sector. With
Feel free. It's the better therapy. Go ahead, sir.
I like attacking my friends in the banking sector because you have a privilege to have access to so much financing, to liquidity. And because of that, you want to impress Cyprian, who doesn't care about you. You understand? So I want to show you that I have a job and I'm doing fine. But I'm killing myself. On one end, I'm satisfying society's expectations and how they view me as a banker and how I'm progressing in my career and I'm doing this. So I want to spend. On a Friday, I want to be the biggest buyer. I've been there. I've been there where my life cannot sustain my lifestyle. My income rather cannot sustain my lifestyle. Because you have the perception of how people view you. Oh, he's been working, so yeah. So he wants to demonstrate that I can do this for you. So for as long as we keep ourselves in that bubble, without acknowledging where we really are and where we want to be, we'll continue impressing third parties without dealing with our issues and acknowledging that growth, development, advancement in career, social status are really personal. So let's delete the whole issue of how society views me because you're taking away so much from yourself.
Yeah, Africa point. Book everybody's a book. Book everybody's a book. To watch the book. Everybody's a book. Some of us are very fast in buying things. When's the book coming out? Go ahead.
Yeah, or maybe that's
I love that point.
I would like to at least maybe yeah, just maybe give a guideline of some kind. You see, because as you said rightfully, because I've been trying to find myself, so there are certain things that I've found interesting. So when it comes to, you see, we'll call it the community, but then it can be family, it can be, friends, very close friends, you see. One thing that we need to actually do is we need to get to know the facts, okay? If you're going through something, you see, or someone is going through something, get to know the facts, okay, about that issue. Get to know what solutions are leading to such a situation. I will tell you, substance use disorder, as someone had put it, where I read something. You see, substance in we'll say maybe alcohol abuse, which is normal. I mean, someone is going through something mentally, but they feel the easiest way to actually find a solution is if they actually go have a drink, okay? Or they go smoke something, they go, I've known of people that have actually had a chance to talk to, where look, you're a very smart person, but why do you do this? And then this person tells you see, when growing up, my background, this is what I used to see, so this is normal for me. If I find someone and this person is trying to show me the good side of things, I feel this person is not the person they want is not me. But you see, that's not. These are things that affected you back then, and because society has helped to actually say this is normal, the new normal. You see, I'll pick for instance, right now it's normal for someone to go on Facebook and start posting pictures half naked. It has now become normal. I mean, they're advertising themselves. I mean, self-branding. I mean, that's another way that they feel they're doing that. But then, at what cost? Because remember, your niece who's following you, who's younger than me, is following that. So what are you trying to show? Okay? So for me, I've always said, you see, apart from us getting to know the facts, getting to educate ourselves and see how we can help, you see, being aware of behavior and attitude that people have, okay, that is something that we also need to really focus on, because that, in a way, helps. Educating others, okay, and always, I will repeat again, always focusing on the positives, okay. Look, we've gone through a lot of negative things in our lives, okay, but then if we keep always focusing on that negative, we'll never actually make headway, okay. So always focusing on the positives helps a whole lot, and even within the community it will help, okay. And then supporting others as a community, at community, family level, let's support these people who we've seen are actually going through a certain situation, a mental breakdown, okay. Let's not actually have someone die, then we say, oh no, but nezoona tizokumwa maningi uyu. What did you do about it? You're seeing someone, I mean, someone is drinking that much because they're screaming out to say, help, help me. But no one is, if anything, we keep encouraging.
Help me.
We keep encouraging.
Yeah.
Instead, I'll buy that person more alcohol. But then what am I doing? You see? Yeah, so that's I mean, these things are easy if you really pay attention around the friends you have or around the people around you. You will actually notice, okay, there's one and two things that are not in place, and try find out, hey, what's going on? What's happening? How can I help? Okay, it's that simple.
I've loved the points, and again, now sure, even what we'll do next time, I'll be there. Someone will call me. It's not fair. At what by honesty, the takeaways from the show.
Okay, maybe just to start, Cyprian. Great takeaways from the show. First of all, we need to take care of ourselves, starting with our physical health to our mental health. We need to be wary of our environment and how we cope with the environment. It's always good to establish what your coping mechanism is, but also it's good to establish social circles that are beneficial to you. Your social circles can both break you or make you. Let's also take advantage of the privilege of having these social platforms where we can network with other people that have influence, positive influence that is. And at the end of the day, we need to realize that there's always supposed to be a degree of selfishness. You look at yourself first of all and see what value addition is there from a situation that you want to engage yourself in. And ultimately, it's about you. It's about you.
I'm not much outside of you.
For me, I think a problem shared is a problem solved. Okay? As I also mentioned earlier, your social network is your net worth. If you want to be Bill Gates, that's where it starts. So the right circle of friends, the right people around you, the right support system will take you a long way in life. Okay? And one should not actually feel shy to actually put out what they're going through. Look, you never know which angel has been sent to help. The only time you'll get to know that is if you get to be honest with yourself and acknowledge, oh, I think I have a problem, and just reach out and talk to someone. You see, it's very difficult at times to actually put your problems out there, but hey, it really goes a long way. It helps. And trust me, it will build you in ways that you never thought. So, for me, yes, that's my take on today's stuff.
Mama people, fiapa was the zone. I want to fair one. You cannot be like this.
But I thought this is our show. It's not your show.
Yeah.
We have to.
Also, take over zone.
We like that you gave us the opportunity.
Trust me, I've loved the topic at hand and the question of socializing, and also brief that we touch on briefly on social network.
Attend the men's conference.
I'll be there as somebody. Personal development. I think this topic has covered the main point to say men need to accept what they're going through. Number two, find the right people. Number three, know that whatever you're going through is valid. Don't just say, no, because left I'm the only one who's suffering in the world. No. The moment you start opening up, you're going to find that other people who advise you. No, I went through that. The reason why I'm successful today is not because I'm too perfect. I went through struggles also. If I had to tell you my struggles, you'll be shocked to say, how do you manage to come out this way? No, I managed this way because I went through this way. I used this method. So also, I appreciate the importance of reaching out to the people who are already doing it, but they've gone through a lot also. And they go through a lot also. And also, don't project your issues which you're going through on innocent people. Batista or John Cena, yeah. Stop doing that. Appreciate people who are there to reach out to you, who are reaching out to you rather. Understand why they are reaching out to you. Don't see them as enemies to say, no, they want to control my life. Remove that narrative. By doing that, you're going to see a situation where even the community is going to appreciate why it's important for men to talk about issues in the right ways, so that at the end of the day, personal development in each man is achieved. Because we need to see a situation where each person, every time they meet, there should be a competition to say, no, with a life panga, with a shiny, it should be like everyone is doing something. Then the day you build the community, and the community also, certain negative narratives will be removed. Because they are seen as progressistic. Workshop promote. So, as usual, this show always end on this powerful point. To that person who's thinking about suicide today, don't drink that poison. There's more to life. As you read on this topic today we had, understand what you're going through. Whatever you're going through is valid. Don't let someone judge you. But also reach out to the right people. And Lavenko poison, yeah. Kurikira Lavenko. There's more to life. We love you. And join us next time. And before I go, I'm not going to Baba Shut up. So, to you, gentlemen, I appreciate you coming through. Thank you very much for coming through. I had Mr. Stephen Mwale, and I also had Mr. Robert Musukwa joining me to discuss this topic. And having your host, Cyprian Katongo Jr., right under full name, Finite. And the topic at hand, we were looking at the crucial role of socializing and social networking in personal development. Have a blessed weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Uma foto para a